The same progressive spirit is to be found even in the ancient and historical field of ceramic handicraft. This industry follows traditional methods of manufacture. Kyoto's artists have created shapes and colors in ceramics that are distinctly Japanese. The drama of porcelain in the making. The history of ceramics in Kyoto goes back many years, and its techniques are highly developed. However, Kyoto's artistic craftsmen are searching for new fields in art, too. There exists in Kyoto a progressive movement which is not bound by the yoke of tradition. Kyoto being a very old city, its people are surrounded by ancient tradition, but are eager to seek something new. The new movement can be seen in Japanese painting. This spirit of breaking with the old and eagerly seeking the new may have been the driving force that sustained Kyoto for over 1,000 years as Japan's capital. In the Nishijin district in western Kyoto, the famous Nishijin silk brocades are made. Silk weaving is still a home industry, and the sound of looms can be heard from almost every house in the district. Four to 500 years ago, Kyoto flourished as Japan's largest industrial center, with the textile industry being the most prominent. The craft had its beginning in meeting the demands of the imperial court for fine fabrics. Today, the making of Nishijin silk brocade is one of this city's most highly valued handicrafts. Sketching designs is done with a brush, as has been done for centuries. craftsmen then decide the proper color for the weaving threads by comparing the thread colors with their master color design. Only 3 inches of this high-grade fabric can be woven in one day. In weaving an obi or sash, care must be taken with each silk thread. Great skill and patience is required. This extremely fine obi will be priced at over $3,000. Such a highly specialized handicraft cannot be mechanized to the extent of other industries, but remains in the skilled fingers of the artists of Nishigen. Every year for the past several centuries, the Gion festival has been observed in mid-July. It all started back in the year 876, when the priests formed a procession of decorated carts to invoke the protection of the gods against a pestilence that was ravishing the city. Rolling slowly on massive wheels, some of the ornamental tower floats are as much as 130 feet high. Elaborately decorated with brocade, the floats are financed by merchants of the street or block to which they belong. Among the floats is one decorated with an old Gobelin tapestry from Europe, a souvenir of the era when Kyoto was a large and bustling commercial center. Tourists who happen to be in Kyoto at the time of this festival are very fortunate. It is very exciting to be among the crowds during this event. Exciting in a different way is a boat ride on the turbulent waters of the Hozu River, just west of Kyoto. Shooting the rapids in a flat-bottom boat, skillfully and safely navigated down an 8-mile section of the Hozu River, takes about 90 minutes. It is especially pleasant in the spring, when cherry blossoms are in bloom, or in early summer, when wild azaleas dot the green hillsides, or in autumn, when the maple leaves take on their brilliant hue. Deep in the woods, carpeted about with fallen leaves, stands a small, solitary temple. The still quietness reminds one of the original poetic name of Kyoto, Heian-kyo, which means capital of peace and tranquility. The present name, Kyoto, means capital city. But despite the changes within the city, the surrounding countryside has retained its peace and tranquility.